I cannot see myself. Hey, what's up, traders? Welcome back to Forex Gym. My name is George, and today we got daily Forex analysis for today, which is 6th of April. So we're going to be analyzing 4 currency pairs. I'm going to go through with it and discuss what are the potential trades for today. These 4 currencies are, let's go to, so this is going to be this US dollar against Japanese yen, British pounds against US dollar, euro against US dollar, and lastly we got US dollar against Canadian dollar. You can also ask me questions if you want me to analyze any different currency pairs or any trading related questions. You can just ask me on the chart on your, should be on your right hand side, and then I will be answering your questions shortly. So if you are new to this channel, so I forget, I'm making this live daily Forex analysis from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time. So I'm gonna go to the MetaTrader 4 and start analyzing the currency pairs. So first we're gonna start with a US dollar against Japanese yen. For last time I looked at it about 45 minutes ago, this currency was hovering about down to this area, so I was waiting for this to come down to this level, but as we can see that it did not really manage to do that, and then it started flying higher. So what I'm looking for this currency, if we have a look at the higher time frames on the daily charts, this one is heading to this horizontal line, which we got these highs, and there's a lot of price action in here. So which is about 109.30 area. It's still got about 12 pips before it reaches the area, so that will be a good resistance on there, and we're gonna see if it's gonna break the area or not. What I was looking earlier was if the price come down to this zone, which is at 108.90, then I would have getting there to run it to this 109.30, so it'll get us a good 20 to 30 pips. But we can see that price is currently flying higher. On the 1 hourly chart, it's already starting to look strong. On the 4 hourly time frames, it managed to break this weekly R1, just above this, poke the head just above here, and now I think you will push even higher. However, we want to wait and see to break off these daily highs up here, where this horizontal red line we got. So it's not long to go, it's got another 15 pips, so I want to see the price to break these and see on the short time frame to see how it's gonna go. And after that, more of my view is towards the long side now. As of the short, yeah, for now the short-term view is still on the long side. However, on the daily time frame for the long one, if the daily price breaks and closes nicely strong above this horizontal line, then I will be looking for the swing and longer term opportunities. I think I discussed that on my weekly Forex analysis for swing trading opportunities there. So if you want to see any swing trading opportunities, then check out my weekly Forex analysis. I did it on Saturday. So for now, as of the short-term views, let's have a look. It's a bit trickier in here. I do want to see for now to price to come up higher now. Ideally, this will test this 109.30 and breaks it at least and closes about 10-15 pips above. Then I will be looking for the retracement, like the mild retracement down to around this zone, which is at 109.25 area in here. Break is not confirmed, of course, because the daily candle is not going to close until it's tomorrow. So we're going to see, we're going to have a confirmation that the daily candle is if it's broken this horizontal line or not. So we're gonna see that tomorrow, but there are still small opportunities for the short-term trading. So for now, I want to see the price to come up a bit higher and then close nicely strong. So if it comes up about 109.35 zone, and then it will have a retracement down to this 109.20, I would be looking to get onto the long side. Right, for the stop losses, actually it's 109.25, not 20, 109.25. For the stop losses, we're gonna use let's see, 25, 15, 20 pips max on it. For the 20 pips, we can get away with the 20 pips, even 15 pips will be fine as well. And for the targets, we want to hold this one because it's not. We don't know yet if the price is going to manage to break this horizontal line. We wouldn't know until that tomorrow. So we're going to be holding that trades up to these. For the very minimum at 109, actually 109.95, if we use the 20 pip stop. 20 pip stop for now. It still works out more than 1 to 3, so it's still fine. You can either hold it to these highs here. We got this daily. We got this multiple highs here, so it's we can hold it there at 109.90, or we can hold it even further. So if the price manages to break this horizontal line and start pushing higher, then it even might go to these highs here. But for now, we would be looking at 109.90 or even at 110.10. So either these two are fine, and then the further target would be up here, but that's completely a different one. We want to see a bit of a strength. For now, the daily candle looks pretty strong, but because it's still far away before this candle is closed, then we want to wait and see. So for the first target, we're gonna hold it to 109.90 if the opportunity arises. For now, it's still looking good. Now let's move on to another. Which one was the next one? British pounds against US dollar. Okay, I need to find it first. GBP. There we go. Okay, this one is flying higher. So on the daily time frame, we had this strong move towards upside. And for the this few candle here in the last for the last week, we had these indecision candles here, and then price dipped down, and now it's kind of coming up. But we also had this kind of negative news because of the British MP got the was tested and a positive on the coronavirus, so that might have an impact on the British pounds. See how it's going to be on a further news. But for now, I'm looking for the more of a short rather than long side play because of the negative news. But I do think that it has a bit more downside of it for the short-term trade. So I want to see first for this currency to the price to come up to this what is a weekly pivot we have in here, which is at 123. Was it? That'll be closer or near to this. No, we need 1 hourly time frames. So I want to see the price to come up at 122, about 90 zone. I do want to see the price taking out these highs here, this little. I want to see it's poking this this spike highs here. Then if there's any orders there, it would have it should suck all the orders in. Then I will be looking to get onto the short side. So for these, we would be looking for the entry at 122, call it 122.90 for the simplicity, and for the stops, we would give it at least 20 pips, maybe even 20, 25 at the very max, but 20 pips for the very minimum. We want to run it down to these. Let's have a look. 2165. So if we go at 22.90. down to these lows. Okay, let me analyze 20. So it's been tested this daily S1, so it should not be a problem. We can run it down to this daily S2. We got these lows. Oops, we got these lows. This what is it? It's a bit off. Now we're gonna be running at 2170 zone. We got this daily S3 and we have these lows down here, so that would be a more stronger. So if the price starts collapsing down, then it should manage to break the daily S2. It does not really. I don't see any much of a support on there, so it should easily manage a break of these that lows, the daily S2. So I would expect to come down, this one to come down at daily S3. We got this low and also this 1 hourly high. There's quite a bit of price action here, so that should act as a support for the first. So it's about just above 115 pips, so it's about 120 pips. If we take 20 to 25 pips stop loss, then it's very good risk reward on that. It's more than 1 to 3. It's almost more than 1 to 4. So it's very good risk reward on that. Right, so that was the British pound. Let's move to the next one, which is euro against US dollar. So let's see what we have it in here. I'm looking for the let's see what it did. So the price came down and took out this low down here. We can see that this spike low down here is marginally lower than this low here. So if it was any orders, they should have sucked the orders in. However, we can see that the price did not have much of a bounce. It has just like a tiny blip. If you look at the 4-hourly chart, when it did, it has this bounce, and on a 4-hour, this is a 4-hourly candle here, this inverted hammer sort of doji candle, and it closed like this, so it shows quite a bit of weakness. Now the price is coming up very very slowly. It's already after the 8 a.m. so the it does not really show much of a strength. So I do want to see this one to come up a little bit higher. What was the area I was looking? So we got this like this 4-hourly steep down trend line, and also we got this an hourly. So I do want to see this price to come up and test this daily R3. Then I will be looking to the short side play. Hopefully it will set up. Let's see how we got. It should set up by the time it gets there. So for the entry, we'll be looking at 108.40 to, let's call it 108.45. What exactly where the daily R3 is. So call it 108.45. As of the stop loss goes, we would be looking. Let's see, 25 pip stop. I would say give it a 25 pip stop. This stop will be just above this spike high here. So for the 25 pip stop, we would be running it to. So the price already tested that. It should not be a big of a deal. So this one is not an issue already. So I would be holding this currency actually. This area will be good at 106.85. We got this weekly S1, so it's only a start of the week. So by the it is more like a semi-swing now than the day trade opportunity, but the risk reward is amazing on this one. If we get that with the 25 pips, then the risk reward on that one is so much high. So I'll be looking to hold this price if it continues to fall on them nice and steadily like we have it in here. Then I'll be looking to hold it at 106.85, which is near to this weekly S1, and we got this low here. Let's see what we have in the daily time frames. Okay, just a bit above, but you can rather use that. This target at 106.85, or we can hold it even further down to this 106.50 zone. We got these daily lows here, or price even want to come down and might want to come down and take out this spike low down here. But for now, we're gonna hold it down to this weekly S1, which is 106, 106.70, 106.85. So this is for euro, looking pretty interesting. Ideally, let me just put the reminder or the alerts that it notifies me here, because this is a pretty good setup on that. Okay, and we got another currency here, which is the last one. US dollar against Canadian dollar. So let's go and check that one out. USDCAD. Okay, US dollar Canada. It's already looking, it's flying down now. It's for the price, it gapped about 15 or 20 pips in here, so it looks like it broken this trend line, but we can see now this price is flying down, so looks pretty strong for now. See what's gonna happen. I definitely want to see for this one to start coming down and breaking this zone down here. We got this so many lows in here, and since then the price has been chopping around. We can see now it's going up and down, and it's chopping around. For now it looks strong, so I do want to see the price breaking this zone down here, which looks like now it might will, but then again, this is a probability. So let's see how it's gonna continue. If the price manages to break at the very minimum.
Incoming mail.
Oh, okay, let me just have a look. I think it was
Incoming mail.
okay. So this one we have a potential. Actually, this one came out pretty quick. Okay, let's see how it's gonna go. You might be just the taking out these highs here, so I might even end up taking a trade. It's not gonna happen for another 15 minutes at the very minimum. I'm gonna use the 15-minute charts on this for the entry, or the half an hourly charts. So we're gonna see how the candles are performing. So if it breaks this one, it still gives. I do want to see a bit more, 40 to 50. Okay, for now it's still on a developing. At the very least, like this sort of candle that shows me a very bearish strength. Then if it will have, most likely gonna have a bounce a bit on this one, then I will be looking to get onto the short play. That will be the first attempt. This setup in here is not as strong as the previous currency I discussed. However, there's still a good it's still a worth of trying. So if the price comes down and closes, ideally breaks this weekly S1 as well. So if it comes down at 140, 140.50 area, and then it retraces to about 30 to 40 pips. Let's have a look at the hourly time frames. 30 to 40 pips, so we would be looking around these at 141. This one is a bit tricky. The price comes down here, so at 140.50, retracement to the 140.100. 140.100 would be a bit too high actually. Around 140, call it 140.90. 90. So I will be looking to, if the price comes down and closes nicely, a strong bearish at about 140.50, and then retraces up to this 140.90 zone, then I will be looking to short this. However, this is still developing, and my view can change on this one. So this is not the ideal setup on this one. But I see a potential for this one if the price, if the candle is going to perform as I think it will. But then again, we need to see. So I can't really say much on this one now because it's still developing on it's on a developing stage. So I do want to see a bit more bit more of these currencies. So I want to see this one coming down and then have a retracement, but as well the candles has to demonstrate the strength towards downside. However, I don't see much in here. We also have a news out on Canadian dollar. I think it was, oh, that's me. I think it was, we go to the Forex factory, we had at, what time was it? 3:30, so it's still a bit far away. Bank of Canada Business Outlook Survey. It might create some volatility, but then again, it's still far away for, we got another 6 to 8 hours before that news is out. So we have still plenty of time. So see how it's going to perform this currency. I will try and comment it if I see a potential just before I'm going to be taking the trade. So if anyone's going to be watching that, you can you might want to take that trade. But for now, it's going good. But I want to see a bit more for this currency to come down and show more strength towards downside. For now, it's coming down pretty nicely, but I want to see a bit more for another 50 pips down for this one. And again, if you are scalp trading, there might be, yeah, there's a good opportunities for scalp traders in here because the price is just flying one way and you can get out a lot of pips out of it. For the 15-minute time frames, see, if you wait for the bit of a retracement in here, then it should be a nice play here. I do see a more downside to follow on this. So this area looks good at 141.16 area. We got these lows down here. There's quite a bit of price action for the scalp trading. That will be good. But I do day trade and swing trading. I don't do mainly scalp trading, like very rarely. Mainly I do day trading and the swing trading. It saves me time as well, so I do like to keep on doing the day and the swing trading. Sometimes I do a scalp trading. That's why I do not discuss much on the on these videos in here. So that will be for now. I think, let's have a look at this one. Okay, no comments, so I will be signing out. It's already continues to more than 20 minutes. I still want to short that video to keep it as a 15 minutes because it's going to be too long. But this was the daily Forex analysis. I will see you guys tomorrow, another live trading for 8 a.m. tomorrow. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm making this live daily Forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time, as well as weekly Forex analysis and the videos about the knowledge you need to be a better trader. I will see you guys tomorrow. And it takes time to sign out on this one. So, before it ends.